Hey guys, Amanda here, and I am sitting down with three of our most seasoned vets today who have been in the industry for over 20 years each, and they're going to talk a little bit about what it means for this coming Tuesday's new model launch and their experiences with the dealer show and why this Tuesday will be such a monumental event in Harley-Davidson history.
Hi, I'm Jason Bennett. I'm the general manager at Rock and Roll City Harley in Cleveland. So the dealer show is pretty neat. It's a lot different than it used to be, obviously, but we used to go out and you would go to what they call general session, and you would wait in line, and there would be hundreds of people waiting to go in from all over the world. And when you went in, they would start the music and everybody would come up and they would introduce parts, introduce all the new clothing. So the best part of it is all of a sudden they would start ripping all these motorcycles right down the aisles up onto the stage, and you would see these bikes for the very first time, which is interesting because this year they're actually introducing those motorcycles to the public as well as the dealers at the same time.
Hey, this is Jess from Ohio Motorcycle Group. So my very first dealer show, I was actually in about 6th grade at the time, and I got to attend it with my parents, and I got to say it was one of the most exciting moments in Harley-Davidson for me, sitting there at the general session and the music starts playing and executives start riding motorcycles up onto the stage. I just remember getting goosebumps, and it was that moment I was going to do this for the rest of my life, and 25 years later, here I am.
I've actually been with Harley since 1997. I remember the first time I went to a dealer show. I was in my early 20s, I guess, and we rode out. It was out in San Diego, and I remember leaving from Sandusky and taking 3 days to ride out to California.
I don't know exactly if this is my favorite moment, but I'll just never forget this one. One of my favorite Harley-Davidson models they ever made was a Springer. It was called the Bad Boy. It was in the mid-90s, I think, that it came out, but I just remember one of the guys rode that bike up on stage and actually dumped it in front of all the dealers. I don't know if that would be my favorite, but definitely would never forget that one.
So another trip that we rode out, I remember I was riding a 2005 Road King Custom, and it was my first trip on that bike. So we rode out to Denver to the dealer show, and I remember going out there, and it was 2006 when they introduced the Street Glide, and I had about 4,500 miles on my Road King. They rode this brand new Street Glide up onto the stage, and instantly I was like, yep, I'm buying that bike. So came back, traded my Road King in and bought the 2006 Street Glide, and that was by far one of my favorite bikes, which was a bike that I rode out to California the year after.
Hi, I'm Jolene, the general manager at Mad River Harley-Davidson. And like Jason was saying, the general session at the dealer show is super exciting. Another exciting thing is right after the general session, you get released to the expo floor, and that's where all the product is, all the new bikes and everything. And when you walk down there, everyone's sitting on the new bikes, they're taking pictures, you get to try on the new motor clothes, look at the new parts, touch them, feel them. I will say one of the most exciting things is as you're walking around with all the other dealers, like Jason said, from around the world, but more exciting, all the executives from the motor company. And one of the most exciting things is you always see Willie G and his wife there. And one thing that always stands out to me and Jess would always stop and get our picture with Willie G. It's something that we do every time we go. We'd stop and get our photo with him. So it was just cool. And he never shies away from that. He would always stop, and he's very cordial and would hang out and get his photos with everybody. And he does it all the time, everywhere he goes. And it's just a super cool experience. But getting to be the first one to sit on the bikes and the first one to see it, is always so exciting. When you go to the general session, it would literally bring chills to you. And you guys get to experience that with us this year. So super exciting. I'm so excited to be a part of that with you guys, and that you get to be a part of that with us and all of our customers and all of the dealers together. So I'm looking forward to it. Hope you join us.